Kaviviritam kalmashapaham Sravanamangalam Srimadatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhurida Janaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, your gospel is like nectar and bliss, showered upon the pain-stricken lives of suffering humanity. It dispels all the sins and misdeeds of life. It brings spiritual welfare in life. The beauty, spiritual beauty, prosperity and grace spreads through and through one who listens to your holy message. They are the real givers in the world who preach and pronounce the nectar of your message to the suffering humanity. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are back to our reading of the Gospel of Ramakrishna. We are on page 83 and is a master and disciple. Last day we read that Sri Ramakrishna is inspiring that cry, cry, cry for God. It says, cry to the Lord with an intensely yearning heart, and you will certainly see Him. That's a very great statement. You cry, and Ramakrishna is certifying, you will certainly see God. Your whole life's journey is to see God, but Sri Ramakrishna's simple formula he is putting before us. Cry, and he sang the beautiful song, Dag dekhi mon dakar moto kemon shama thakte pare. Dag dekhi mon dakar moto. Cry as you should cry. And let me see how Mother Shama can keep herself rested, not to respond to your cry. And now, Sri Ramakrishna is continuing, and we read that page on 83 page. Continuing this, Ramakrishna said, longing is like the rosy dawn. After the dawn, out comes the sun. Longing is followed by the vision of God. That's a blessed moment if anyone have the longing for God. We long for so many things of the world. How much we cry, how sleepless night we spend if we lose something what we wanted. But who cries for God, who is ever lost from our life? So that's why here Sri Ramakrishna is putting an emphasis that you cry, and this cry when it comes, it is God's blessings. It is your own good karma. It is a much purity has come in your heart. Then longing comes. As we read, that's why Sri Ramakrishna gave the example, how much will be when will you see God? When that type of earnestness for breath, as people feel breath for breath, when they are deprived of it, putting in the water. If someone dips, the Guru dipped the head under the water, and the disciple was panting for breath. And when taken out, then he said, what is this? How are you feeling? Oh, I was almost going to die. I was panting for breath. So but when it will come? Why we have not that? Why it came to some holy people and why not to us? Is there any special preference? It is the choice. They are disgusted with the things in the universe. Least interest they feel for the things which we run for. Our attraction, our love for that, our yearning for them, material world, is so deep. They are pulling our leg all the time. See, there is the story of a mongoose. Mongoose lives in a hole, and he is trying to come out of the hole. But as soon as he coming up, there is somebody has tied a rope in his tail, and as he comes out of the mouth, and then it's pulled down again. So our mind is pulled back to the world and its diverse name and form and its fleeting attractions. And we are bound in that limit. That's why Bhagavan in the Kathopanishad we hear that again and again, that Paranchi Khani Bhatrinath Swayambhu. Swayambhu, the Lord, Creator, God, what He did? Khani mani indriyani, the senses. Eyes, ears, each has its attraction. Eye wants to see, beauty, 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 beauty. Ear wants to hear sweet, 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 sweet. Nose for fragrance, tongue for taste, skin for touch. This is the cry of our senses. Why God has created that way? So that we get connected with the outside. It is just like a play, as the mothers do with the children, giving some toys. This connection has been given, and we are happy with this. But when, as Ramakrishna gave the example, when someone feels distraction, distaste for all these toys of life, then his mind will, as goes away, automatically it will be pulled. That's why he says, Kaschid dhira. All the people, most of the people, 99% people, we are a slave of these attractions of the momentary and temporary things. But Kaschid dhira, there are certain few people, Kaschid dhira, Pratyagatmanam ikshat, to see the Pratyagatma, who is Atman, Pratyak, inmost Atman, not the body, not the mind, this Atman. Which Atman? Pratyak Atman, the inmost recess of the heart, the inmost consciousness, no? Pratyak Atmanam oikshat, to see that, to feel that presence, to experience that. Pratyak Atman, what they do? Their process is the reverse process. The process of going out in the world with the senses, and it is withdrawing from them, is the dhira, Pratyagatmanvaishat, where they get into deeper withdrawn. They withdraw themselves from this. Kaschid dhira Pratyagatmanvaishat avritta chakshuhu. They close their eyes. One sense on the eyes, this is a major connection with the world. Not only eyes, they shut down all the senses. Stop door, this door, this door, this door, all the doors through which we go out, the doors, they try to close this door. That's why when you do meditation, we try to do that, no? First you close your eyes. Why? To avoid the distractions which comes from external things, no? And the whole world is always trying to bombard upon us. One after another, one after another. One thing goes, another thing comes, another thing comes, another thing comes, no? So, but those dhira, when they are intelligent, they are really, really deeply thoughtful people, dhira. Pratyagatmanam, that desire is Pratyagatmanam vaikshat, to see, with a desire to see the inmost conscious entity inside. Avritta chakshuhu, they become, close their eyes, shut their ears with the ear plug. Don't try to withdraw, disconnect with the world and enter into the inner world. It's not that you are going to void. From this world of transitoriness to the world of eternity. So you move on. So how it will happen? When these doors are shut. If it is open, always there is all the distractions. So that's why we read the Setasyatar Upanishad. You go to a nice place which is soothing to your eyes, take a seat which is comfortable, and your vision or views will not be irritating to your eyes, rather it will please and your mind will be peaceful, no distraction outside, and then you sit there with asana and pranayama and all those things. So that is the withdrawing the mind is to be practiced. And as much withdrawn, but mind will not withdraw. That's the point. That's why he said, do japa, 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 japa. Are you practicing japa? If you practice japa, then you will feel. If you intensify your japa, 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 not to say with the tongue movement and this and that. No, tongue will rotate in some other way. No, if it is done very seriously, you see mind will be, cannot go for some time and you feel some joy there itself. So that is the practice, to stop external distraction and to be drawn into the internal beauty of our spiritual life. So that is to be done. The longing, and that longing, if one have a fortune that you are really feeling voidness, every day we pray, no? When an instant more separation from the O Govinda, it will be 1,000 years. We chant like a parrot. So that every moment of my life will be, it is Sri Krishna, Chaitanya, so Mahaprabhu is saying, let that moment be that one age as if I have not seen.
My heart burns away.
Chakshur, what is the Sanskrit verses? In the blinking of the eyes it will appear to me age. I have not seen God for thousands of years, as it were. So that much intensity, so much connection will come inside. So purity will, then you know God realization. We all think that these experiences, vision, they are good, they are milestones. But main thing is love for God, cry for God, weep for God. Ramakrishna himself is a testimony of that. His whole life demonstrates this. He didn't do anything. From the child, when they came to Dakshineshwar, and what he did. But look at that, even Ramakrishna being a God himself, when he is a child, he is going to the cremation ground and closing his eyes and meditating. His brother is searching, where is Godai? We didn't find it from morning. And then he said, brother, I am here. And he's in a deep cremation ground. And he said, don't come here, there are ghosts. They will harm you, but don't come here. But he is happy there. He is meditating in deep concentration. So from childhood he is showing the way. You want to have a spiritual life, you will have to go through this process. Do meditate, do pray, do withdraw from your mind from outside, and then his cry comes. Look at Dakshineshwar when he came, and what in the days of Calcutta we know, he was there in near Tontoniya, near City College, very close to Vidyasagar College and City College. No? So here that Ramakrishna was there, but intense cry started when he came to Dakshineshwar, and find a more serene and solitary atmosphere when everyone is sleeping whole night. We all sleep. And what he is doing? At this the private time going and profusely crying and weeping. My God, whole night is passing, day and night. Then when cry comes, Ramakrishna, who cares for all this spiritual truth? I am talking, it is a self-question, to put that question to every one of us. Ramakrishna standing on the bank of Ganga in Dakshineshwar, think that he is standing there and the sun is setting in the horizon. We said sun setting, ha ha ha, what a beauty sunset, ah. We are happy with that beauty of sunset. And what Ramakrishna? He started crying, Ma, another day is gone. This day is also gone. In vain, I have not realized you, I have not seen you. That's called cry. So only extraordinarily pure people can have that if they have practiced long meditation. Ramakrishna's life is a demonstration. Nothing comes so easily. So we may get easily deluded by our certain experiences, little tidbit. But it is not the steady factor. Steady factor is that it should be made on strong prayer, meditation, and cry for God. And then cry, Every night he's restless, whole night meditating. How can you think about that? That's why Ramakrishna said, Don't think you can do that. If you can do 1/100th of part of that, that's enough. That means we should, according to our capacity, adopt these means if we really think of God realization seriously. God realization is not, কি বলে, মায়ের হাতের মোয়া নাকি, what is the Bengal? হ্যাঁ? ছেলের হাতের মোয়া. Moa means, you know, moa? Moa means some sweet item made with a ball-like thing. It is coconut, muri, puffed rice are all mixed together, jaggery, and then makes a round ball like laddu. It is not child's that ball of rice and sweet, mixed sweet, like that it is so easy.
To make kind of laddu is difficult to make. You have to have the besan and you have to make it first the laddu smaller thing and then you have to make it bigger one. But this one is puffed rice, jaggery, and make it round ball and give it to the baby.
It is not so easy. That's the example Thakur gave. Thakur's example is meaningful. And it is not so easy just you give like that or you get like that. You have to work hard. But you cannot do that. Thakur understand our condition. And Ramakrishna said that ami solo tang korechi. I have done, solo means 16 annas make a rupee in early days, Ramakrishna's time. That means I have done 100%. Ami solo tang korechi. Ek tang. You do the one part, little bit. When Swami Vivekananda was ecstatic mood, in the Rama mood, Rama, and taking a stick in his shoulder like Mahavir, moving round the Kashipur garden house and saying, and his eyes are red, and the others got frightened and reported to Ramakrishna. And Sri Ramakrishna was in this room. He said, oh, yeah, with this little thing so much, how much has gone through this body? It is, if Swamiji's that intensity, he's saying is nothing. And then our something will be much less, but we should have to have that formula should be followed. Discipline should be followed. Meditation, prayer, japa, nothing will happen. Spontaneously you may have some vision experience, that is to delude you more. Because you will misunderstand that and you think that you have achieved. It is nothing achieved. It is all milepost. I was reading yesterday, Mahapurush Maharaj is saying these visions experiences, they are only milestone. That means you are in the right track. You have gone. Good. Move on. There's nothing. You have to be totally sacrificing yourself. So cry. An easy formula is the cry. But where is cry? I do not know. Before our joining, we had little cry. But now all dried up. Anyhow, so it says that longing is like the rosy dawn. When the dawn sun rises, the color becomes so beautiful. No? Sun, you didn't see the sun yet. But the rays, crimson ray, the color is coming up in the eastern horizon. If you see in the ocean, sit in the ocean and see how the sun comes up, jumps out of the water. If you have some biddies, see that. It is, but before that, the sky gives the glamour. Something is coming and he is appearing, as it were. So in spiritual life, when one has deep love for God and he cries and weeps, tears come from their eyes. But don't make the tears like that of actors. Actors can create tears easily. There is a story, Girish Ghosh, the great actor and producer and playwright and all this of that time. So one sadhu came to Girish Babu and one of the actresses was pleading Girish Babu to raise her little remuneration higher and this and that, and she was crying and this is tears. And this sadhu was sitting there, who was in Girish Babu's room, and then he came to see and talk about God probably, and then seeing that Girish Babu, this monk is talking to this Girish, Are she's crying so much, why not do something? She's so tearful in her eyes. Then Girish Babu has his own mood. He says, you sadhu, you sadhu, you know. I'll show you. They can make tears, a glass full of tears if I ask them to create. Then she went, Girish denied her, so she left. Then, shall I show you? Okay, come. Then he called back the actress and said, hey, if you can fill your eyes with the tears in this cup, then I'll give you the raise. And she actually emotionally corrected herself and tears are rolling down the cheeks. So not that type of thing. It should be heart's yearning bring the tears. Mane sincere tears for love for God and really it's like a lover loves. That's why pure love we call Krishna and Radha. And the pure love that does not want anything. And that's pangs of separation, the burning sensation, all these things come over there and tears roll down. Radharani was so much, her tears used to roll down by the biraha, the fire of biraha, separation. Then that fire, the water used to get dried up. It's a very unique explanation of Radharani's love. Radharani's love was so profound, she was crying and weeping, but no tears. Because the tear comes out and this separation anxiety for the Lord, I have not seen it, it's so intense, the whole body becomes so hot. No? The tears become evaporated. Mahaprabhu, when he used to do sadhana with pangs of separation, he used to sit and do practice under the tree. The bark of the tree would get like burn color. Heat, so much heat generated. So that is the ecstatic, that's called Mahabhava. It's a very, very high level of thing. But for even loving God with intensity, if one cries for God and then feel the separation, then God is coming soon. You are just at the door of the Lord appearing. So Ramakrishna said that the rosy dawn is like the rosy dawn, and after the dawn, out comes the sun. And then longing is followed by the vision of God. That means who have a longing, you have advanced in spiritual life. Anyone who have longing for God, he is the most advanced student in spiritual life. God reveals himself to a devotee who feels drawn to him by the combined force of these three attractions. Love, three attractions. When these three attractions combined together goes for God only, then God realization is possible. What are the three attractions? The great attractions, the attractions of the worldly position for the worldly man. You know, there are people who earn money and so hoarder of money, they don't eat well. Nowadays they do probably, but in early days, kripana means miser people, they used to earn hard-earned money, but not eat at all, not use a good cloth even, not use a good shoes even, all and keep accumulating, and one day die. And who will eat that money? Who will take that money? His son or someone will eat away that money. So that attraction, there is a story, big story. No, I won't go to that story. One kripan, one miser person like that, he was possessing the money and he kept the money. And when he died, he said that, oh my God, I am dying, what these children will do. So I'll have to protect the money, Otherwise they do not know the value of money. They are not working hard to get the money. So he became a cobra, next life, to protect In early days there was no banking. So the people used to kick underground, no? Dug underground or hides here and there, no? And he, after death, thinking of God, this, that, nothing. How to protect that money, Kripon, miser, he took the form of a cobra to protect that jar full of gold or whatever was in the position he earned for the children, no? And then stories there, one after another, one after the life after life after life went for the attraction for the money. And you know this in this world. I got in recent news that there are 3 or 5 or 6 brothers, no? Now that man is 75 years old. His elder brother may be 78 or so. Huh? So he is very generous and he has a land property. And that property, he does not need it, but he is trying to his share or someone's share. One of the brother, his poor brother, he is doing for him to fight, to go to court, etc. So brotherly, some dispute about that and court there. And suddenly one lady was crying the other day over phone. I could not understand that. Her father was killed. The father was called by his elder brother's sons and then asked to come out, and they took him and strangled him to death and killed them and throw him in the waters or somewhere. And now they found out the dead body for money, for the share of the home, the bank account, no? But this gentleman was not doing for himself. He was doing for the weaker brother who have no money and something. Very generous person. But his life is ended like that. See, for why they are doing? They are all brothers. Who did that? Is his elder brother. So for money, Holy Mother said, Takaye, ki ache? Pran pujjanta, Takaye ki na korte pare. In money, attraction for money, what one cannot do. Even pran sangshay purjanto, even risking the life or destroying the life, they can do anything. So attraction for wealth and prosperity is one deep attraction in people who are not developed that much, no? That's why we are taught, don't think your money, don't think your house, it is Lord's house, Lord's account, you are only caretaker. This idea, so that this attraction goes away. Ramakrishna gave that idea. So one is the attraction of worldly position for the worldly man. Second, the child's attraction for the mother. The child does not want anything. Babies, they don't want anything. If their mother slaps, they are always happy. Happiest of the happiest, no? But if they are off from the child, maybe a few minutes they can play and toy. But after a few minutes, then they will be crying for the ma. And Ramakrishna said, if you bring even many toys and anything, he will not like it. She will throw away all these things. So one's heart like that, nothing other important. God is my own. That type of intense. So one intensity, attachment for the money for a worldly person. Second attraction is the child is only calling upon mother with intensity. And the third one, the husband's attraction for the chaste wife. Husband-wife, their deep attraction, those are dedicated person, their love is so pure and so they can give up their life for the other, no? So that attraction. So he's saying that this, because these are the common language where people can understand. That's why Sri Ramakrishna giving this example. If these 3 attractions come in one's life, to give some idea how intense should be our prayers, how intense should be our cry, how intense we should be feeling the separation from God, and how we are spending our days meaninglessly, forgetting that purpose of human life. So it's a very serious question for serious people. So this is the only by yearning for God, and that yearning is not ordinary yearning. It is said, Swami Vivekananda gave the example. I have, everyone loves so many things. And I love one Chinese vase. And I have so many other decorative things. This is also another. And I also love God. I loved one Chinese vase. It is one. That's why this eternal message of the Hindu tradition is that without love you cannot enter into the realm of God. That story is there. The Krishna was a ferry. He was a boatman. And the gopis then came and they wanted to go cross the Jamuna river. But the boatman is Krishna. Then he said, all the guards said that, please take us on the other part of the bank. He said, yes, I'll go, but give the fees first. They said, fees? Okay, I'll give you 1 anna. 1/16th of a full. 16 anna means full. 1/16 means one part of it. One part of my love I'll give you. So take me the ocean of samsara on the opposite side. That is the intention. So give me 1 anna. And when we were children, we used to listen to this type of open stage theatre. They used to say, "Ek anna to par kori na." I don't take anyone with 1 anna ferry charge. No. Then they bargain. Okay, I'll give you 2 annas and 14 annas for the world. Du anna to par kori na. If you give 2 parts of your mind, that is not enough for me. I don't take anyone in the across. And the bargain went on. 1, 2, 3, 4, one by one, bargaining going on. And when it is 16 annas, then Krishna says, give something more, extra. That means our hearts will be totally, there will be no position of anything but God. See the sentences. These are all spiritual, inspirational songs. We didn't understand in our childhood, but what type of spiritual values have been given to the society by these musicians and players, or kirtan players, no? Akanai par korina. With your one part of your mind, me, as we do, we go quickly and go away. And whole day I am forgetting God and happily spending. So God will say, oh, you give 1 penny and you engage yourself in everything. Okay, that's enough. But why? Where is my mukti? Well, where is mukti? You have to give more. Then he said, give 1, 2nd and 3rd and 4th. Go on. Mani, that means how to fall in love with God.
But Thakur is better. He is saying that you do 1 part out of 16. And Krishna is saying that if you do 1 part out of 16.
That's true. But to go to Ramakrishna, he is also very tough master. Yes, if it is sincere and we cry and say, oh Lord, I cannot do any more, then His grace will take the rest of the part. But mind should be going to God. It will not. See how many people went to Ramakrishna. They have love for Ramakrishna for some 1 anna, half an anna, quarter anna or whatever. But they have really, seeing Ramakrishna does not go in West. Swami, what is the Swami? Our president, Vishuddhananda Maharaj, used to say, even the crawling worms of Dakshineshwar got the touch of Ramakrishna's feet, they will be liberated. That's okay. Liberation is nothing for Ramakrishna. But to have love for Ramakrishna is the point. And the vision of Ramakrishna is the difficult. So, to keep the whole heart, that example are so special. Chaitanya Dev, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, and the running, and he's seeing the Ganga and thinking it is Jamuna, the Vrindavan, Ha Krishna, no? So, totally forgetful about that. That is, they become mad. Ramakrishna said to whom? which gentleman came? Ishan. Hey Ishan, why are you talking about this? Court case, etc.
Arbitration.
Arbitration. See, so God reveals himself to a devotee, and these three attractions are there. If one feels drawn to him by the combined forces of these three attractions, then through it one can attain him. That means he is giving a condition. Though he has come to redeem us, but it is also condition. This point is, as I say sometimes, that there is a fan rotating there, and the fan, under the fan there is cool. But I am sitting away from fan and asking, oh God, graciously give me the cooling feeling. Cooling feeling, the peace, eternal joy. You have to move. You have to move means you have to give the attraction of this place and go where the fan is. So that is the point. That's why there is a very simple formula also Ramakrishna gave. Not that God is only getting out of it and go somewhere, search somewhere. No, only secluded place, but see God in every place, everywhere. So that is easier sadhana. The point is to love God, even as a mother loves her child, the chaste wife, her husband, and the worldly man, his wealth. Add together these three forces of love, these three powers of attraction, and give it all to God. That's the point. All to God. Give it all to God. All to God, boy, how can it be possible to give all to God? I cannot give. I am eating, I am sleeping, I will have to do business, I will have to earn money, I will have to drive car. So how can I give all to you? Yes, all can be given to him because it is everything belongs to you. I am only yours. So only the attitude, that's why Swami Sarvadevananda Swami's very common language, attitudinal correction. What correction is needed in our mind? To change the attitude. You do the same work. You may feel frustrated, disgusted, angry, lost into it, but that same work, doing hard and harder work, your face will be blooming with joy. Because you are doing for whom? Versus what do you do for our? Our many Swamis, Brother Lawrence. Brother Lawrence, how he attained that state of perfection, no? See, our many Swamis. Prabodh Maharaj was there, one Swami. Prabodh Maharaj was one Swami. He was a Bhandari. Bhandari means taking care of your stock. Kitchens, no, not kitchen, but it is a Thakur's Bhandari. In the main temple puja, no, he will, fruits come, he will organize the fruits, he will chop the fruits, go in the early morning to pluck flowers for making garland and making the tray for the puja, and all these things. And he joined as he is a young boy. It was about maybe his age was 16 or 15 or 16. So everyone says, no, you are not 18. Belur Math will not accept you. Then he said, no, I will not go anywhere. I will stay here, whatever you say. And then he was taken to Mahapurush Maharaj, Swami Shivananda. And Shivananda Swami kindly said, okay, you go and serve Thakur. Bas. Years after years, how we get bored doing same thing yesterday and then I am doing all the time and no one does that, no one does our complaint. And he, from that age, before his adulthood, he stayed there and died. We saw him quite, I was connected with him maybe about 7-10 years because I used to volunteer in the temple. And he was my boss. So he gave good scolding also. So I was doing some mala, garden. And another boy was also there. He was a volunteer. She was talking to me, and I was just enthusiastic talking, and he came and he shouted at me, "Get out of this place." "You are doing mala? Thakur's garden? Take Lord's name. Chant the name of God. Otherwise get out. Don't come here." Oh, one day stroke is enough. So, you're chopping fruits, no? Chattering. Oh my God, balloon mott. And that Swami, I could not believe, in hot summer, in rainy season, there is no umbrella. Balloon mott was so not equipped like gear in this country, no? Those who do, they totally get drenched. They're putting the flowers, go back to room, and then another umbrella, change the clothing, and like that is a very hard life. At early morning when the sun is not out, and you have to prepare for Thakur Lord. But he remained in that service till he died, and did not go out for any vacation. He was requested. Other Swamis, our Bharat Maharaj, who was the manager Maharaj of the Balloon Mott, Bharat Maharaj, even some Madhavanandaji used to send message, that you have not gone anywhere, you have worked, why not go to Puri, Jagannath? Why not go to... Guru told me to serve Thakur. That's all. He didn't take one day leave from his duty. Same routine work. Getting at 3 o'clock, 3:30, going out, preparing for the... raising the Thakur from the bed, all these things, preparation, the Pujari Sadhu will do, but he is assisting. So he will bring all these things, what are necessary for that, all prepared. Then fruits, flowers, etc., Thakur's breakfast, Thakur's lunch, Thakur's supper, Thakur's clothing, making the hall clean, inside, inner sanctum, sanctorium pure. I worked with him. So, and apparently, he will appear very rude, rough, because he has no time to talk all these nonsense things and be pleased to the world. He's serving God, he is happy, why he will go anywhere? Puri, what is the need of going to Puri? If Puri is there itself, what is the need of going to Kashi, Benaras? I am feeling much joy here. There is song, Gaya Ganga Kavya, Prabhasadi. So, that was the example, that it is not only story, this is possible. And he because he came at the early age, he was not even finished his school. A boy of, say, maybe 4th grade, 5th grade boy, came out at Balloon Mott and not studying your so-called high Vedanta, consciousness studies and this psychology, philosophy, this path, that path, nothing, he didn't do anything. He's only one Guru said and he did it. And he was accomplished. You can see, that is called one-pointedness of love. So he has his past good karma. His heart was so pure, he could take it in that way. And that's why he got the success. The purpose of life is God realization. How we get is the secondary, no? You do by meditation, someone does by Vedanta analysis, someone may do by selfless service. That's all. Many of our sadhus, they didn't sit for hours and hours of meditation time. They didn't get time to do that. But their life, they did work with the proper spirit. Swami Vivekananda said, so long everyone is to know by meditation, japa and all this, realization of God is possible. But I have created a new path. My children, working for the Lord, will get liberated here and now. There's one friend of mine who's a very popular speaker and lecturer. So, I will not name his announce his name. He's so popular and everywhere he's going there. And when I used to see him, and he's relentlessly working for the good of other people. Anyhow, so I said, hey, how is your meditation going on? Meditation? I'm Swamiji's soldier. I'm serving Swamiji's work. Swamiji said to serve, and I'm serving, that's all. He will take care. Why am I to think about that? He has firm faith probably. And that has come because of his sincere thinking that I am doing Lord's work, no? And in Lord's work you don't have any tiredness. And there is a song, Tumi jato bhar diyecho bondhu, sakuli hoyeche soja. O Lord, whatever load you have given upon my head, everything has become so light. Ami jato bhar kudaye loyechi. Whatever load I have carried, I. Everything has become a burden. Sakuli hoyeche boja. E boja amar, namao bondhu namao. Bharer begete chutiya cholechi, e jatra tumi thamao. I am carrying my own load of my ego. It's me, I did, he, yeah, I am angry, I am this, I. And that load is forcing me to run in the way of life. Bharer begete. Oh Lord, please take away that ego. So this is the Lord's work, is peaceful, joyful. Sarvadevananda Swami, a glaring example before us. But he was very regular. I watched him, I was close for months or so. So he will be in early morning, regular meditation, Mahapurush's disciple. But not that he is sitting whole day in Vedanta study and orthodox way of living the monastic life, no? He has this business, that business, this governor is coming, this person is coming, that person is coming, and big institution running the show. But how he could get that state of mind of peace and joy? So it is necessary to pray to him. That's why how it will come. We cannot do by ourselves. That's why it is necessary to pray to him with a longing heart. Longing means absolute. How longing will come? By praying longing. How my longing will come? By praying, oh Lord, give me longing. Very simple formula. We say, I cannot do this. How shall I do it? Who will help me? That say to that to God. The same words you say to God. You know my weakness. I am so incapable. I have no capacity to think of God or think of you. My heart does not go to God. My heart does not go to you. It goes into the Ami Bahu Bashonare Pranpane Chai. I want frantically, I want with whole heart and soul. Bahu Bashana. Diverse types of desire. This object one, this eating object, this sighting object, this glass, this dress, this, everything of the world I want, this. That, oh Lord, kripa kore ki, bonchito kore bachale nath, na?
Bonchito kore bachale
More. Mane, you Lord, you are very kind. You didn't satisfy my all desires. Had you done that, then I'll be steeped into much difficulty. Sometimes we calculate, no, I prayed to God and it's not happening. Rabindranath saying that by depriving me, O Lord, you have saved my life. Because my endless vasana, desire endless. Desire cannot be satisfied by desire. Na jatu kaman kamoupabhoge no sammati. So, therefore he says, the point is to love even as the mother loves the chacha. It is necessary to pray to him with a longing heart. The kitten, that's the idea, Sri Ramakrishna. See, big problem he is facing, but giving the solution immediately. What is the very simplest solution? What is that solution? The kitten knows only how to call its mother, crying. What it cries? Mew, mew. And he does not know anything. Even the babies, look at that. When the babies are born in the earlier period of their life, no? They have no other tool. Cannot say, I am in pain here, I am this having, nothing. Only cry, ma, ma. All the children of the world calls almost the same way. The language will be the same way. In the airplane when you go, so many children, all the children cry the same way. Their one language is cry. And the mother wants, the cry is for his stomach pain, or cries for his headache, Ma will understand something because they are tuned to that consciousness. Child and Ma is so close connected. So God also will understand. If we can cry like mew, 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 the kitten. So simple solution. Not your Vedanta, not this analyze philosophy, Abaron, Bhikshet, this, that, this called Photobada, this Bada, that Bada. But Thakur is very simple. That's why nobody takes his words. Of course, little intellectualism is not. I'm not saying that we should not do that. But the point is that it's a very simple formula. We can take also this as our guide. So he says that the kitten knows only how to call its mother, and that is simply crying. So if anyone calls God simply by crying, Ramakrishna is making a parallel illustration. As a baby, it has no other language, whether it is a Russian or Indian or American or Chinese or whatever. But all the children only knows crying, and crying leads the baby to the mother. So if one can cry for God, that is the point here in emphasis. And if the cry does not come, tell, "Oh Lord, I am so dry, I have no cry, tears don't come in my eyes. You help me." But sincere prayer like that, like a kitten, will then, it remains satisfied whenever its mother puts it. The kitten is very happy. Sukhe rakho, dukhe rakho. Today, people will praise you. Think that mother has put me in this condition. Glory to mother. Tomorrow someone will blame you. Say, it is mother. He has kept me here. Okay. Accept. Thinking, mother knows the best of me. God knows the best of me. What do I know of myself? I think this will be good for me. Do I know what will happen tomorrow to me? We don't understand at all what is good for us. Even when we get a bad blow from the world, those are the points of great awakening. That is the point when you get awakened. What? What is going on? Why this? And then it brings closer to God. So, not we feel that when we are in bad time and God is putting me into difficulty, it is not, God is not putting, but those are opportunities given when we can be closer to God. So, my point is that we should not ask for suffering because we cannot take that. Mother Kunti can take that. Mother Kunti said, "Give me more suffering, but give me the strength and you stay with me." That is the condition. But we are not that developed. So we say, "This is wherever you keep, I am happy." What a satisfaction. What a relaxation of life. We think so much. What will happen? Who will look after? What is going on? This is my financial crisis. Oh, this is going on. Hurry, take it. It is mother's will. Mother is getting down. Give it to her. Let her take care of it. Why are you bothering about yourself? So this is simple formula. Try to be like a kitten. As the kitten is kept by mom in a dirty area, the kitten cries mew, mew, mew and stays there. And again mom comes and takes the baby from there to some other place. The kitten is there, mew, mew, only calling ma, ma, come, 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 come. And the mother can put the kitten sometimes in the kitchen, sometimes on the floor, sometimes on the bed. When it suffers, it cries only, mew, mew. That's all it knows. But as soon as the mother hears this cry, wherever she may be, she comes to the kitchen. Is it not? Our earthly mothers also, when the baby cries, Ma, wherever, in early days mothers will have to so many duties to cook the kitchen and this and entire family depends on mother. But if the baby cries, she does her work because other duties are important. But she can, even his cooking pot, she will be bringing out of the fireplace and run for bringing the baby. So that is God is like us. So that is the very beautiful short description of understanding about God's grace and how to cry, how to pray. Yes, I have no tears. Tell that to God. Oh Lord, I am so dry, I don't have any tears for you. Why not? Help me. And cry with sincerity or say with sincerity and He will take care. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Some questions? So tomorrow, who is speaking tomorrow? Nardios, no? Swami Sumanashananda will be giving Bhakti Sutra class tomorrow. Yes, he's crying for holy company the same as crying for Thakur. Yes, but holy company we sometimes misunderstand. Holy company does not mean who is holy?
He who thinks of God.
Who lives in God. Whose every movement manifests godly nature. Going to a Gerua, because I am wearing a Gerua, you come to me and talk about stock market and talk about business policy, this, that, or insurance companies, things. That will not make you holy. Of course, if there you go to Ramakrishna-like person, he speaks anything, their power will work. But to go to a holy person means to talk about God, to holy company. So that's why better to go to God. If you can. Next best is to go to holy people. But how do you know a holy man? Holy man will be there. What is the sign of a holy man? If you have any idea, what is the sign of a holy man?
Plus, even if you go to Sri Ramakrishna, holy company doesn't mean that you have to be physically, because earlier women would go to Sri Ramakrishna after 5-6 minutes talking, he would ask them, you go to Kali temple. He wouldn't allow them to stay in his room for a long time or something like that. So not a physical company.
Yeah, but if you get a chance, you can go and have that opportunity. But more, next point comes, we cannot get that. Satsangastu, Narada Bhakti Sutra, Satsangastu Durlabha. First point is Durlabha. If you get it, by Durlabha, Amoghascha, if you get it, you may not feel that power of the transformation, it will act later on. But to be very close to a holy man all the time and rubbing your body with the holy man make you sometimes a rude idiot. Many holy people, many of the people who are very close to the sadhus, they start criticizing them much more than anyone. They find all the faults in sadhu's life. Rather from outside it is good. He has respect for that. So holy company, in my point is that understand this very important point, Rita, that it is holy company means Jahare, Vaishnava literature says, Jahare herile hriday sphure Krishna nam. Tahare janiyo tumi Vaishnava pradhan. Holy company is that you are going with such earnestness and you find that your devotion is swelling up, and seeing him, your heart repeats the name of the Lord. You feel inspired by repeating the holy name. That you know is a holy man. Jahare herile, by seeing whom, by beholding whom, hriday in your heart, sphure, spontaneously repeats Krishna Nam, the Lord's name. No, that person is the sadhu. So sadhu, first of all, sadhu sangha is really rare. Best sadhu is God with us. You got a mantra. Guru has given mantra. God is in you. He is the greatest sadhu is sitting in your heart. Why not go there? This gospel is there, it is a sadhu. Holy Mother's gospel, go read that. And physically you may get to a holy man, but his holy man is not available. And even available, you go to them, they have no time. And thinking of holy man's purpose is to purify your soul, heart and soul. So be that. Many places I have seen, those who are close to the sadhus, they become spiritually degraded, finding all the faults. Oh, he does that, oh, he does that, he's a sadhu, So be careful about holy company. And no one is perfect in the world, no? In the physical world. But they dare to do like that, thinking that they are higher than the sadhu who is leading a life. Everyone is trying to their own. I'm not saying everyone is perfect. But this criticism comes. Therefore, don't be close to the sadhus. Traditional thing is that Guru's kache beshi thakte nahi. Not to stay very close to the Guru unless you are very prepared. Many people, when you are prepared, you are greatest. We are reading Mahapurush Maharaj's reminiscences. Who is writing this? His attendant. His attendant, what he is doing? Whole day he is with the Swami. He is fanning this time, whatever needs is there, constantly with him and with joy and with an attitude. And that's why we get the gem of this discussion. What he questioned, what he heard, he wrote down that, no? That is a quality is necessary. That means pure heart is necessary to live with a holy man. Otherwise, holy man will misunderstand you, you will misunderstand them. And better, yes, you go to the holy man, get your, that's why don't go to this holy person, talk about mundane talks. Always speak about God. There's a Master Masai, good example. Master Masai, M., the writer of the Gospel. People used to go to him. Some young boys came and Swami, then M will be inspired. M will say, oh, you want your spiritual life? Go to the Belur Math. And you see the sadhus. Go to the sadhus. And they went there. They went there and they saw the garden and this and that. The sadhus are working here and there and then, and came back. Then Master Masai again asked, did you go to Belur Math? Well, yes. What did you see? Oh, I saw the sadhus are doing some garden work and some in the flower garden, some in his kitchen garden and this and that. No. Go to Belur Math and see when the sadhus are in meditation, connected with God, and go and observe, your devotion will grow. So you should go with an eye before us. Attitude should be there. Therefore, crying for God is the major thing. Crying for holy company also you can say, but if God wants, He will give. But that your crying itself for God is sadhu sangha. Crying for God, or, oh Lord, give me the tears in my eyes, or give me some sadhu, that itself is a cry, and that is itself your sadhu sangha. And reading the books, get inspiration, and we need some help. Of course, I am not denying that you should not go if you get a chance to go to a sadhu, talk to him with your questions and get answered. But don't trust on the person. The personality will be difficult. Second question, nobody can yearn or be as pure as Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna cried and yearned so much for Ma. When we do not yearn like Ramakrishna, can we still get bhakti and mukti without even 10% of God realization as Thakur? Yes, we can get it. That is the assertion. The Gospel does not tell us that we will not be able to realize God. But Gospel tells us that you can, but this is indicating how to do that. That cry is not there, as I said. Even if we say, I have no cry, O Lord, that itself is a good progress in spiritual life. That purifies our mind. So, Yearning of like Thakur is not necessary. Whatever little we have, we are. According to our prayer, our sincerity, if we pray to Thakur, pray to Ramakrishna, pray to God, pray to your whatever your chosen ideal, and that is the sadhu sangha you do. By that sadhu sangha, the mind will be purified, and purified mind will not want anything but God. And that is the sadhu sangha. Most thing to remember, sadhu is sitting in my heart. All the time, sadhu, sadhu. Supreme sadhu is sitting over here. Satchidananda sadhu. Concentrated consciousness, concentrated bliss is sitting in my heart as my Ishta Devata. Always contact him, touch him, and have that association. Okay? Thank you. So tomorrow then Swami Sumanashanandaji will be speaking on Bhakti, Narada's Bhakti, Narada's Bhakti Sutra. Please come that time, 7:30. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.